Now, you got issues with the industry. What's going down with the industry,
The
dog?
industry is full of a bunch of bending over the desk straight up like that. Whoever don't like it, bring it. Bring it. I don't give a bring it.
What if one of hip-hop's most legendary artists didn't just fade away, but was deliberately silenced? Katt Williams just dropped some shocking claims that have the internet buzzing, tying together the names of Jay-Z, Beyonce, and DMX in a way nobody expected. He's saying there's a hidden story behind DMX's downfall, one that Beyonce may know more about than anyone realizes. And if Katt is right, it would mean the truth about DMX's death has been kept in the shadows for years. Let's break it all down, from the rivalry that sparked decades ago to the industry moves that changed everything, and the questions still haunting fans today. But first, let me know in the comments, do you think DMX was sabotaged by the industry, or was it just bad timing? I want to hear your take. Katt Williams has never been afraid to speak his mind, but this time, his words went further than anyone expected. He suggested that DMX wasn't just a victim of personal struggles, but of a system designed to crush him. According to Katt, DMX refused to play the game.
It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't.
He wouldn't bow to the same industry politics that others did. And in return, powerful figures made sure his career was derailed. Katt says he recognized the pattern immediately. Why? Because the same thing happened to him.
Came out, but he offered to suck my in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do?
Just like DMX, Katt claims he was blackballed for refusing to compromise his values, for saying no when others would have said yes. But Katt didn't stop there. He hinted that Beyonce herself may be keeping key details hidden, protecting Jay-Z and protecting their empire. And that's where things get dark. To really understand this, we need to rewind. Jay-Z and DMX knew each other before they were household names. But as their careers grew, so did the tension. By the late 90s and early 2000s, DMX was on top of the rap world. 5 back-to-back #1 albums, a record that no other rapper had achieved at the time. He wasn't just successful, he was unstoppable. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's career was also booming. But when he stepped into an executive role at Def Jam, things got complicated. Suddenly, Jay wasn't just another rapper, he was the gatekeeper. He had power over whose albums got pushed and whose careers stalled. And according to insiders, that's when DMX's momentum started to shift. Some say it was coincidence, others believe it was sabotage. DMX himself spoke about it in interviews. He described how his 6th album at Def Jam was completed. The songs were ready, a single was chosen. The video had even been shot. But then, nothing.
Yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. What happened? Let's go on vacation and, we don't know. What you mean you don't know?
Suddenly, the label pulled back. Promotion stopped. The album sat in limbo. DMX said he realized what was happening. Someone was trying to shut him down.
Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. Because at first you retire, then get me off the label, now you're back rapping again. Okay. It's all good. That's all good.
He hinted that Jay-Z didn't want competition, that Jay was using his new executive position to quietly push DMX out of the spotlight. Think about it. One of the biggest rappers in history with a flawless track record, suddenly left with no label support. It didn't make sense, unless, of course, there was something bigger happening behind the scenes. Now, here's where it gets even more suspicious. Irv Gotti, Jay-Z's former close friend, came forward years later with his own perspective. According to Irv, Jay was jealous of DMX. He recalled times when Jay flat out refused to work with X. Even when there was a chance to make history with a joint album featuring Jay, DMX, and J. Rule, Jay allegedly pulled the plug. Why? Because Irv says, Jay didn't want to risk being overshadowed. He explained it like this.
I was like, we gotta sign DMX, and they laughed at me. I remember when I left the office, Tina Davis said, she knew what I wanted to sign DMX. She said, DMX don't sell, your ass is fired.
Jay preferred collaborating with artists who idolized him, people like Kanye or R. Kelly, or even Jay Electronica. But DMX? He didn't worship Jay-Z. He respected him as a rapper, sure. But when the beat came on, X was going to give it everything.
Album with R. Kelly. R. Kelly worships Jay-Z. Worships him.
And Kanye West.
Kanye West worships Jay-Z.
And Jay Electronica.
They all worshipped him.
And if that meant outshining Jay, so be it. Irv believed Jay couldn't handle that dynamic. And if Irv's right, it means Jay deliberately sabotaged opportunities for DMX just to protect his own legacy. This is where speculation starts to turn darker. Whispers in the industry claim Jay-Z's jealousy went beyond blocking albums. Some even allege he wanted DMX completely removed from the picture. It sounds extreme, but when you consider how X's career collapsed almost overnight, people started asking questions. Was this just business politics? Or was there something more calculated happening? And if it really was that deep, then what does Beyonce know about it? See, this is where Katt Williams points his finger. He suggests Beyonce knows the truth about what happened with DMX, but stays silent to protect her husband. It makes sense. At the end of the day, Beyonce and Jay-Z are more than a couple. They're a brand, a billion-dollar empire. If secrets about DMX's downfall ever came out, it could shake everything. So, is Beyonce protecting Jay or protecting their legacy? That's the question fans keep asking. And it's not just Katt. Jaguar Wright, another outspoken industry insider, has also made shocking claims about the Carters. She's accused them of being tied to scandals ranging from Aaliyah's tragic death to the mysterious passing of Kathy White, who was rumored to have been involved with Jay-Z. Jaguar even alleged that Beyonce and Jay had covered up incidents to protect themselves.
Was taken unfairly. She actually died screaming, and the Carters are responsible. But one of them is just a little more responsible than the other. Question is, did Sean Carter delete his mistress, his pregnant mistress, because his wife was jealous? Or could it be possible that maybe his wife's temper is just a little worse than most people think? And maybe he just had to clean it up to protect the brand's sake. I mean, I'm just speculating.
Wild allegations, yes. But the fact that these stories keep resurfacing keeps people suspicious. And if even half of what Jaguar says is true, Beyonce's silence looks less like loyalty and more like complicity. Then there's the music. Fans have pointed to Beyonce's song Daughters, which includes some haunting lyrics. Lines about bloodstains, bathroom attendants, and disturbing imagery. To some listeners, it's just art, metaphors, creativity. But others believe Beyonce was subtly confessing to a hidden event, possibly linked to Kathy White's death. It might sound far-fetched, but when you combine it with the allegations from Katt and Jaguar, it makes people wonder, is Beyonce telling us more in her music than she lets on publicly? For Katt, this isn't just about DMX, it's about a pattern. He says the industry punishes those who won't conform, and he's lived it himself. He revealed that during the filming of Friday After Next, producers tried to pressure him into filming a humiliating scene that went against his values. Katt refused, but that decision came with consequences. He believes that's one reason his career faced roadblocks, even after proving himself as a top comedian.
No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script.
So when he looks at DMX, he sees a reflection. Another artist who refused to play the game and paid the price. Now fans are left divided. Some argue that DMX was fearless, that he never bowed to industry pressure, and that's why he was targeted. Others think Katt is exaggerating, using conspiracy theories to make a point about the corruption in Hollywood. But no matter which side you're on, one thing is clear. The questions surrounding DMX's downfall aren't going away. Was it just personal struggles, or was there something darker at play? And if Katt Williams is right, does Beyonce know the truth? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you believe DMX was sabotaged? And do you think Beyonce's silence is just loyalty? Or is she hiding something? If you found this breakdown interesting, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss the next deep dive into hip-hop's biggest secrets. Because this story, it's far from over.